The Discord, we'll do the Discord. Do you have the age stuff, Nick? The AI stuff? Okay. Really quick, just because the subjective came up. Pull it up, Nick. Okay, so.
Wow, this is. This is really.
Don't worry, she's
problematic.
How's it problematic? She's Aboriginal. So, anyways.
What does that mean?
Well, are you trying to say it's like problematic because she's black or something?
Did anybody hear the anthropological study that just came out as to why men die earlier and why we women?
I want to know.
Yeah, tell me why.
Also, male sperm dies more quickly.
No, I'm dead
than
serious.
female sperm.
No, guys.
Because their fucking wives drive them fucking insane, but okay, go ahead.
Why women go through menopause, stop procreating, but live longer. There's an anthropological study that came out that
what does it say?
it said that the value in the matriarch by being able to pass on the customs, the learnings, the teachings of the tribe are more valuable because there is no reason for a woman post-menopause to be able to live, but that these societies were born and bred by the matriarchal passing on of the history, the customs, the how you make certain things for survival. It was an What's the
What?
But you know, the
pull it
men
up.
also need
Andrew,
to hunt.
isn't that what you do? Pull up facts for your boss?
Wait, I'm confused though. So,
Anthropological study: why women live past menopause, why men die young, and what is the purpose of allowing women
wait,
to live
hold on. Wouldn't
past...
it be the reverse then? So if it is the case that, for
Pull
example,
it up, please.
No. But I'm trying to understand the like framing here. So. Your position is that anthropologically, and I disagree with this, I think women throughout all life, whether they have children, don't have children, absolutely provide value to their family and community. So if it is the case that anthropologically, after menopause, when women can't have children, wouldn't that make the case for the reverse, that women should die sooner?
Which is why science couldn't understand what was the reason that women were living longer, and it was to pass on the traditions for the survival of the species, the survival of the tribes. You can argue. I'm not the anthropologist.
Hold on, but that literally doesn't make any sense. Men have access to language also. What?
It's not language.
How do you pass? You pass on the...
It's the secrets of what the women have done in the child rearing, the stories, the recipes, the clothes making, all of the things that...
It's not even worth looking at that up. That's completely incoherent.
Yeah.
It's...
Men can pass on that knowledge also.
They're out there hunting.
I'm not the scientist. I'm not the archaeologist that came up with this study.
Here, Nick, pull up the other one. There's the Sydney Sweeney one. Okay, they don't like. It's problematic. It's problematic.
You could have put her next to Megan Good. You could have put her next to You could have put her next to Jennifer Garner. But you did that on purpose. You did that on purpose.
You could have put her next to an older, fat white woman. And
with no teeth.
With no teeth.
This is why
you could have just done that.
You guys do this assumption thing where you think that there's like malevolent intent or whatever. No, not at all the case. But Nick, pull up the other one. Okay. Do you object to this one? I don't know. She's maybe a Latina woman or something. Is this objectionable? Is this problematic?
It is. Because you're.
Oh, so you can only
see anything wrong with the other picture.
Okay, so question: would it be racist if I showed? Would it be so? Okay, you're accusing me of racism, basically.
No.
That's problematic. I used a very specific term.
Why is it
problematic?
say that?
That's also problematic.
Don't put those type of words.
Please don't.
In
okay,
our
cool.
mouth.
So how about this? So how about this? Hold on. So how about this? If I showed a really beautiful black woman and a really ugly white woman, would any of you had said that's really problematic?
Way you are
no. Tell me.
Two women.
Tell me.
Yes, I would have.
Oh, so it would be problematic.
Because earlier I said when you asked me what I rated myself.
Wait.
My answer was that everybody is beautiful to somebody and everybody's ugly to somebody.
It's not inherently problematic because I can sit here and say there's beautiful black women and there's ugly black women. There's beautiful white women. There's ugly white women.
In your opinion. But somebody who's ugly to you is beautiful to somebody. That's
no.
But it's Brian's perspective. It's all you just. But that's fair because you just said.
But you acknowledge that the woman on the left is ugly?
No, I said it's problematic. You even posting these pictures is what I'm talking about.
I don't understand. Okay, but it wouldn't be problematic if it was two white women, but one was beautiful, one was ugly?
I gave you other options that you could have done.
Yeah, but I don't know
either
why.
way, it's
why would you
problematic.
jump to a conclusion? Why would you attribute some sort of malintent as it relates to race?
I didn't.
Here's the thing.
When did I say race? Ladies, when did I say anything about
You literally, it is. Wait, hold
actually,
on.
I'm the one that said that.
Let's test out the logic here.
I'm the one that said that.
Whoa, why couldn't you have used an ugly white woman and a beautiful white woman?
I said that.
That's about
You
race.
could have used Megan Good. You could have used
Who's Megan
Jennifer
Good?
Garner.
Who's
Jennifer
Megan Good?
Garner's a
Something
black
out.
woman. Jennifer Garner's a white woman. You could have used any, but the problematic part is that you're comparing two human beings when it's subjective. Who thinks who's beautiful and who thinks who's
Okay,
ugly.
so you
One
would be
is
fine-
Aborigine.
wait, would you be fine-
No, I wouldn't be fine with it. That's
One
the
is
question.
You would be
Aborigine,
fine-
and she's
Hold on.
beautiful and
Wait, you would be
Aborigine.
fine with it.
Hold on. So just to be clear, though, I'm a little confused. You say, why don't I use these other people? So is the issue then for you, it's not about race, it's just about me using an ugly person?
No, it's the fact that you're comparing two women.
Okay, I can compare two men.
And making up, because
What?
what the point you were
I've compared, every time I do this,
by you asking this, you were probably, and I'm not going to assume, I'm going to say you were probably going to say, okay, which one do you think is more beautiful than the other?
Yeah,
At that
it's all
point,
about
you're getting
looks.
our women.
It's all about
you're
looks.
getting these
Subjectivity.
women to compare the beauty of two women that
Yeah.
somebody's going to think they're ugly, somebody's going to think they're beautiful,
Oh no!
regardless.
Oh no! Women
He's-
being their beauty being compared. Heaven forbid! Like women do this all the fucking
the
time
time.
too.
That's
and,
the problem.
Oh, heaven,
Beauty
there's never
industry
been a
That's
woman.
why
by
people-
women.
There's never been a woman.
Spending those trillions of dollars, you remember? That's the
What?
problem.
There's never been a woman ever who was like never in charge of like a marketing campaign. And you know, I believe pretty privilege is a thing. So
is.
women absolutely engage in this. It's not a sexist thing. It's not a racist thing. It's literally just looking at beauty.
No.
So
I
your
agree.
position must be beauty doesn't exist. Felicity, can you take the plates and stuff off the table?
I got you.
I agree with that. I'm the one that said it, and it's because
Why? What do you guys have to talk about?
the prevailing standard of beauty in America has traditionally been white women. And the closer you are, the proximity to whiteness depends on how beautiful you are looked at to be. And so if we're going to have a conversation about beauty, which is your right, this is your show. We can do whatever, we can talk about whatever you want, but it should not be a fat black old woman compared to a young skinny beautiful white woman.
Aboriginal.
Whoever it shouldn't be.
Yeah, but it's not about race. It's not about race. It's about
but you
looks.
say it's not about race, but you're missing the fact that in America, the closer you are to the proximity of whiteness, the more beautiful you are looked at as. You're missing that dynamic. And I understand, I'm not one of those people that makes everything about race. I hate making
You just did. You made it about race.
No, I
You could have
hate
looked at it
making
as-
it.
Oh my
I
God,
hate
bro.
even bringing up race. But
you
I'm not
brought it
going
up.
to. But I'm not going to acknowledge the fact that this is not a thing in America, and you were about to play right into the hands of that stereotype. So I'm just
What?
letting you know that you were.
I can sit here and say that there's. Hold on, this is completely incoherent. There are beautiful black women. There are ugly black women. There are beautiful white women.
Can you name
There's
a few?
ugly.
I agree.
How would that
I
matter?
agree.
Can you name
I
a few
agree
beautiful
with
black
you.
women?
Why are we doing
Okay,
No,
who was the girl in
I agree-
Clueless?
I agree
the
with
girl
that.
in
I'm
Clueless,
just
Stacey
Stacey Dash.
Beautiful black woman. Look, I'm not like a big movie buff.
agree
Why
with
the
you.
Fuck what I need to. Oh my
Who's
god.
he doing counterpoint?
I'm just
Fucking
saying
tilted
don't.
how
I'm just
retarded this
saying
conversation is.
don't put a beautiful young skinny white woman against
Aborigines.
right against a dark skin, classically black featured with a bigger nose and overweight black woman and tell us to compare beauty. Like, don't do that, because that plays
Okay, you're
right
making it about
in-
race.
because that. No, I'm not making it about race.
You literally, that is
I'm
literally
telling
what you are
you
doing.
that your comparison is playing right into
what?
the stereotype in America of the fact that proximity to whiteness determines your beauty.
If we had put Naomi Campbell up against Sydney Sweeney, right? If it was apples to apples.
That's apples to apples. That's not about race.
Then we're on the same wavelength.
Right.
Then we're
okay.
Right. Or
But you can't put an Aboriginal woman.
If you would have put, if you would have put an older, overweight
You
somebody
guys are
you
reading-
consider.
You're the one reading into it as race. Again, yes, I could have.
And that is gaslighting. That is gaslighting.
Prime example.
Because you're telling me that I am crazy for saying this when I'm not. The proximity
Wait.
to whiteness determines beauty in America.
So we're talking about race?
we're talking about everything, bro.
I don't know why you're face palming when you're gaslighting me. You're saying you're not talking about race, but you clearly are talking.
I
about
did
race.
not say I'm not talking about race. I said it is not
It's
my goal to
literally
make
about
everything
race.
about race.
Wait,
not my goal.
Can I ask you a question?
That's not my
Wait,
goal to
can I
make
ask-
everything
can I ask
about
you a
race.
question? Can a black woman be more attractive than a white woman?
Yes.
Like, are there some black women who are more attractive than white
There's
women?
no question.
Oh my God, you're so racist for saying that. Oh my God. Or
It's not the
it
same
could just
thing,
be
bro.
the case. Or
Not the same thing.
It's not
yeah.
the same thing.
Or it could just be the case that there are black women who are more attractive than white women. and there are
Subjective,
white
Ryan.
women.
Subjective. Is it subjective?
And I agree with that. I
Holy
agree
fuck,
with
this
that.
pan is
I'm
cooked.
saying don't compare. Like if you're gonna put.
So you're
again-
making about race. Holy
No.
fuck, dude.
I am not making it
We
about
made
race.
apples to apples.
I'm
Yes,
saying
you
that
are.
example ignores the fact that proximity to whiteness in America is looked at as more beautiful. That ignores the fact.
And you're looking at this through a racial lens.
No, I'm looking at it through a factual lens. If you look at America,
Show me a man that doesn't look at it
Can
through a
something be
racial
factual
lens.
and racial too at the same time?
Look.
yes, which is the point.
Okay, so you're making
So
it.
don't-
You're making it about race. That's not gaslighting.
No,
you.
I'm not making it about race. If there
there's-
is a
okay,
racial
there's different-
component,
Show
Yeah,
I'm
me
there's
a
not
man that
making it
doesn't
about
make
race.
it about race.
I'm not making it about race. There is a
literally
racial
did.
component
So it's about
in
race.
what you're doing. I'm
So
not,
it's about race.
No,
I'm
I'm
getting
not-
gaslit right now.
I'm not-
Holy shit, bro.
You are
I'm not
king gaslighter, Brian.
making it about race. I am not making it about
You
race.
literally
is about it.
are. You're not figuratively. You're literally making it about race.
No, you're missing that there is a racial component.
So it's about race.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but like,
And
you're
this is-
denying.
This is why
I-
we don't
I'm about to
this,
say
This is
something.
why we don't have these conversations in mixed company because people don't listen, and people.
Now
don't-
you're making it about race.
Brian, how many women have you
That was
taken
about
home
race.
to meet your parents?
That was about race.
Fuck would that have?
No,
to
I'm
do
just
with
asking.
anything?
How many women over the years have you taken home to meet your
A
parents?
million.
How,
Okay, what's your point?
how many were black?
I don't even want to.
Whoa,
I don't
that's
even want to go there.
fucking-
That's making it about race.
What?
The problem.
This is my
Wait, hold
point.
on. Just to be
Yo,
clear.
this
Also-
is my
It's
point.
fine.
It doesn't. It
Oh,
doesn't.
so I'm a racist if
It's
I.
all fine.
Wait,
I'm the last person
No
to say
one
that.
said that.
Wait, hold on. So just to be clear, you don't think people are allowed to have racial preferences?
100% they can. What
Are
I'm
you?
saying
Wait,
is,
hold on.
What
So
you
wait,
put
wait,
up,
stop,
what
stop,
you
stop,
put up
stop,
there
stop.
was
No, no, no.
completely
I know you
inequitable.
want to get away from that ridiculous comment.
It was inequitable. What you put up there,
The picture was.
and it was.
Holy
And you're
fuck, bro.
problematic, and you're
Actually fucking
you're ignoring the,
No, no, no,
again
no.
you're
Hold on.
ignoring the beauty standard in America and the proximity to whiteness and how it goes together.
No. How could you ever come to that conclusion on that sole basis? You're smuggling in a whole bunch of assumptions
Not at all.
and presuppositions. Absolutely you are. There's no foundation for anything that you're saying there. You can't make any assumptions.
Right, that's what you've done
You
to
need
us
to
the whole
stop fucking
time.
interrupting, please. So you're smuggling in a whole bunch of presuppositions and assumptions that are just not based in anything.
Nope. No, I'm not. You showed
So-
the picture you showed.
Okay.
The picture you showed was problematic. The
How
picture
so?
you showed was problematic. I just told you.
It's not. It's
I
literally
just
not problematic.
told you because it was not equitable. You
Inequity.
It's inequitable. You showed a picture of a
Show the picture again,
beautiful a beautiful, skinny, young white woman, and the ugly example was an overweight,
Oh my God.
dark
Your premise
woman.
is completely flawed.
did that on
The
purpose.
And
the premise is completely
knowing that in America, and maybe you don't know this, but the closer you are to white, the more likely you are to be seen as beautiful in America.
And how?
And if you do not know that, then please research it.
Because
please
look
do
at-
some
look it up.
research.
So
He's
you
not
made-
even want to go to why.
No,
But
what I'm
please
You made it about
research it.
race. That's great. Cool.
No,
So you-
I'm not making it about race. I'm letting you know that there's a racial component that you are ignorant of.
So you made it about race. Oh my
No,
God,
I did not
bro.
make it about anything.
Does any
That's the
girl
problem.
here? Look, I don't know if the sisterhood. Does any girl here want to counter her argument that she didn't make it about race when she clearly fucking did?
We all.
Or do you guys just want to sit in silence? I don't know.
No, you are
How
ignorant
we
in
can't
this
be
way.
talking. You
How
guys,
am I-
everybody's talking. Nobody can interrupt. So
whiteness that we are
You're
all.
ignorant in this way. That's okay. I'm done.
We're
I'm
all
done.
fighting
How am I?
against.
How am I? Okay, whatever.
I just told you. Look it up, Brian.
Okay,
Look it up.
moving on.
Do your research. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
So
it. Do your
how would
research.
it? Okay.
I'm done.
Do my research. Okay.
Yeah, in
well,
this way.
would it be? Hold on. Would it be strange if I went to Africa and there's like an African-based beauty standard?
What's the difference?
No.
Like, are white people the majority?
Like in-
Are white people the majority in this country?
Okay.
What does that have?
Okay, so would it be like racist or something if I went to Africa and I didn't fit into the beauty standards of like African culture or whatever? Are the Africans racist?
What is?
Are they racist against white people? We have. Oh my God.
When did we ever call you racist?
There's very strong implications being made.
No,
Didn't
that's your
nobody
assumption.
call you racist, Brian.
Nobody
Oh,
did
it's
at any
problematic.
point.
Nobody called you
If we
racist.
thought that.
Something can be problematic
called
without
you-
you being racist. It was
Nobody
simply
called you
problematic.
racist. Not me, not
Yeah,
her,
they're not
not
calling
none
you
of these people
racist.
in here. Nobody called you racist. Do
We
not put
tabled.
that word
That's
in
true.
any of our mouths.
Okay, so if I'm not being racist, why the fuck do you care?
Because you compare
They're just
to
unhappy with the
Discussion
picture
you
you
asked for,
chose.
no?
They're unhappy with the picture you
heard
chose.
it.
There are
Two
levels.
black women.
You
I
can
have-
be something
Guys,
on the way
I-
to racist.
I am, I have two black women here who just said I'm not racist, so I'm going to take that as a cosign. Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Let's not
going
take that
back,
as a cosign.
It's definitely a cosign. So, anyways, going to
not.
you though, you asked if I, you asked if I ever brought a black woman home to meet my parents. Can I ask you a question? If a black woman has a preference to date a black man, is she a racist?
My Lord Jesus.
No.
Into the mic. Oh, so if a white person has a preference,
No, Brian, I simply asked you if you had that experience.
yeah, why would that matter?
Because I was trying to bring it into the relevance of the conversation. Because if you had that experience, it would have been relevant to the conversation.
No, actually, hold on.
If you had dated a black
If
girl,
you
you
had
might
dated-
understand what she's saying is what she was getting
Correct
at.
me.
Actually, I think that position is kind of a bit racist. This idea.
No.
Well, hold on. I'll explain it as follows. So, this idea that, well, hold on, I can't be a racist. I have a black friend. No, that's
not what she said.
no, but that's kind of what you're alluding to. I would actually reject that. Just because you have a black friend doesn't mean that you could still be racist.
I'm gonna give you another silly example. Let's say you got a friend that has a friend that's handicapped. Let's just say that.
Wait, so I'm only allowed
you-
to speak on
can-
racial issues if I've dated a black woman?
No one
No,
said that.
can you let me finish?
Go ahead.
So,
Gaslighting.
or I'll say
No, that's not
a
gas-
parent with a special needs child and a parent without special needs child. There are certain things that a parent with special needs children will understand that a parent with non-special needs children will understand. So the only thing we were saying is if you had a chance to get a bond and a deep relationship with a black woman, you may understand better what it is that she's saying. That's all we're saying. We're not saying you can't speak on it.
right.
This has nothing to do with being racist or your race or our race or anything like that. That's literally what we're saying. And I think what is also problematic is that I love that you have strong opinions and you want to debate, but it's the fact that you always have to be right. And I love that you were honest about that. However, that just shows that you don't care about anybody else's perspectives, and our perspectives come from stuff we've been through. It comes from how we were raised. It comes from what we look like. Our perspectives come from that, but that doesn't make them wrong just because they're contrary to what you believe.
If someone can
you
present
should be able to accept everybody's.
If somebody can present to me a logically compelling argument or like something based in reason, then and proves me wrong, then it's not impossible for me to change my mind.
But just because it's not your experience doesn't mean it's not based in reason.
Right, but it is kind of racist to suggest that because of my skin color, I do not have the potential insight to make determinations as to a woman's physical appearance because of her race.
That's like saying because I'm not a man, I can't know exactly what men go through. Of course, I won't know exactly what men go through because I'm not a man.
Those of us who are on the brown shade.
Hold on, before you go, let me just say this. I think that a black woman who's never dated a white guy can make a determination as to if a white guy is good looking or not.
We weren't even talking about that, bro.
What is a gaslight? Where does that have to do with anything?
Left field.
This whole conversation stemmed from the photo I pulled up.
Oh my
Hold
Lord
on.
Jesus.
It stemmed from the photo I pulled up, and I forgot if it was you or you. You said, Brian, if you had dated a black girl, then you would be better suited to have this conversation.
No, not that
That's
conversation.
not what
she said. You would be better suited to understand
what you were saying.
What I'm saying, where I'm coming
Those
from.
of us
Why?
on the brown shade spectrum have gone through things you couldn't possibly.
No. But hold on, because you might have had a conversation with your black girlfriend that would allow you some insight into what I'm saying.
Gay white men? It has to be a girlfriend?
Wait,
hold on.
Oh my come here,
hold on. So hold on. So what about gay men? What about gay white men who date black men? What about that? Is that okay?
They probably had a conversation with their boyfriend too. Amen.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Brian, there's conversations we can have right now about hair and weaves and extensions, all of which I wear. You wouldn't. That's why I was asking, because if you had dated a girl on the color spectrum,
you would know. You would know
these things. You're not hearing us.
My wife is black.
You're not hearing us.
I only date black women. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Well, then I'm gonna need your black girlfriends to have some conversations.
Put you up on game.
You haven't noticed just my you haven't noticed my insatiable lust.
Oh, what on you with that picture?
I only date black women.
If that picture is a thumbnail on YouTube, I swear to God, I'm boycotting this episode.
Brian, if you want to educate yourself, on the point I was attempting to make.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're out.
Look up.
I'll look it up.
Do your research on what colorism is. Colorism. Just do your research.
Race?
No.
Yeah,
colorism is a specific thing. Colorism. Look it up. Research it. Research the origins of it. Research why it's a thing. Research what it is. And you'll probably discount it anyway. Amen. You gonna discount it? You want to discount it. But at least look it up, because that's what I'm talking about.
Should I read White Fragility too? Do you think I should read that book?
See,
that's wild.
You're doing that.
That's a gaslight, Brian.
How's that? You need to remove that from your lexicon of words, because trust me, you're not using that in anywhere near approaching the way that is.
Oh, Brian, do preach to me on psychology, please.
You know what's
I just did.
What is this?
You know what's crazy?
All
Like,
right, so anyways,
if you gave me something to like.
Hold on. We have our good friend Gio here. She's going to read this one. Go ahead, Gio.
They didn't call you racist, but I want to put all these women on a what? On a boat. I can't see that
Because
part
of the implication.
and then sink that boat.
This is a Always Sunny reference. Thank you, Low Paladins.
Because of the implication.
Because of the implication. She knows. Oh my God, my laptop.
Awesome reference.
Okay, we have some. These are from a while ago. Can you read this one?
When 27% of relationships end over money issues, is a